Some people consider it's their duty to tell you that you're a bad mother. And it's very good actually if at this moment you don't get confused and you're still able to answer something like, I didn't ask for your opinion, or at least this is just your subjective opinion. But often such statements make women doubt themselves and frantically count points, assessing how well you're fulfilling your maternal duty. In today's video, we will look through most common questions that women ask themselves and the psychologist when it comes to motherhood. I can say with confidence that this video can replace dozens of books on raising and understanding children. My name is Alina Leoni, I'm a clinical psychologist and psychotherapist, and my mission here is to help you better understand yourself and those around you. Why do I feel guilty for being a bad mother? This question arises only when you yourself doubt that your parenting style is correct and you're doing enough. The origins here may lie, for example, in our own conditional self-esteem, when we feel that everything is all right with us only when other people react to us and in some way approve of our actions. How to behave towards a child so that he doesn't feel abandoned. You have to show conscious attention to him. What is conscious attention to children? And how much time a day does a child need to spend with his mother so that he feels her love? 1 hour a day of full attention is enough, without being distracted by anything, neither by watching movies or washing something or cooking, nor by the phone. You can play, read, chat about your dreams, watch his favorite cartoons, just you and your child. With no distractions. You can set a timer for yourself and then you won't jump around and double check the time in fear of missing something important. All the most important things are happening between you and your child right now. Why do children start to behave badly? Most often this is how the child asks you for your attention. How to negotiate with a child correctly. Choose a good moment to talk, when all the child's basic needs are covered. If a child rebels over and over again on some specific issue, take a closer look. Maybe you should give him more freedom in the issue that worries him mostly. Give him the opportunity to choose. For example, are you going to clean your room yourself or do you need some help? But don't try to put all the work on you. Give your child time to think or to get ready. Always warn in advance about your plans and trips. Find a compromise. For example, you ask your children to clean his room, but he refuses. Then you can say, okay, what if you play for another 15 minutes and then start cleaning up? Give him the right to refuse. Respect your child's no. Look for a joint solution to problems. Ask him something like, what is the best way for us to act in this situation? Show that you value his opinion. What are the most important tasks of parents? The most important tasks of all parents are to give absolute love and absolute protection to their kids. How to show this true love for a child? Everyone knows that the best mother is a loving mother. The most important thing is to teach a child to love, and you can only teach by your own example. Children do not learn from words and beautiful stories. They see, analyze, and remember everything. Absolute love is, I don't care what my child is like. I don't care what his eyes look, how he looks like, what are his abilities. I love you completely as you are. Remember, in everything and even in love, it's important to know the line and not to become a stuffy mother. Healthy love is love that lets go. What is absolute protection? Absolute protection is like a tiger mother. No matter what happens to her child, she's always on his side. Even if she doesn't really agree with him now, she will defend him openly in front of others. And then she will discuss everything in private. How to respond to criticism from people around you about your motherhood. Why should I blush for you? It's a typical phrase used by this type of parents. And what we have to remember is that this is exactly how you contrast yourself with your child. You're no longer on the same page. You have taken the opposite side. Mom is always on the child's side, whatever happens. Therefore, in public, you always need to intercede and cover for him. When we love, we protect. And we boldly answer our ill wishers. Nobody asked your opinion here. What to do if you're ashamed of your child? You have to work with feelings of guilt and shame. These feelings are yours, they have nothing to do with the child or others. What is the right thing for a parent to do if the child really made a mistake and was wrong? If your child was really wrong and both of you are now being reprimanded, him as a rebel and you as a bad mother, you need to leave the shame together with the child. You have to share his experiences between two of you. Even if he did something for real, you don't stand in line with the teachers and don't point fingers at him. You stand next to him and help him pass this life exam. The mother should always be on the child's side. And at home you can figure it out later, but you should never put him in front of you and reprimand him. You can't humiliate a child. You need to sort it out, not aggressively, without phrases, I knew it, or you're as always, or I warned you, but with warmth and love. So you say, you were wrong. Now let's think about how to solve this or fix it, and next time I'm sure you won't repeat this. Then he perceives you as a friend and trusts you completely. The important thing here is to give him the opportunity to learn from his mistakes. Many people think that if I tell my child what to do and what not to do, he will not make mistakes in his life. It doesn't work like this. It doesn't happen that way. Such a child will either grow up refined and able to make decisions without his mother's guidance, or he will go into all serious troubles and do something that he could easily avoided if he had at least some freedom of action earlier. How to teach a child to cope with failures effectively? Remember the mantra, I am very sorry that this happened. You can hug or otherwise show sincere sympathy and support. Let's now try to figure out how to fix this together. And the next time he succeeds, the best thing you can do is hold your gaze full of love and pride for a couple of seconds, looking straight into your child's eyes, and then say, I'm very proud of you. You can do everything. How to teach a child to rely on himself? It's important not to turn the child into a pleaser. He should not give his best so that everyone around him is happy. To begin with, if he shows the result of his work, do not tell him, good job, well done. Instead, ask him how he feels looking at his work, how he likes it. This will teach him to seek approval, not from the outside, but to independently evaluate his work and improve the result. How to create a strong connection with your child? Here I will briefly describe the most important, in my opinion, principles of growth and development of a new person. Teach your child to be independent. Naturally, as they grow older and taking into account the crime situation in your city or region. For example, a 12-year-old child, in my opinion, can be sent to school and accompanied. Or at least let kids choose their own clothes for school. Accept the fact that it's okay to make mistakes and learn. Respect your child. There is one good expression: a child is a little adult who is just learning. Believe me, he can teach you a lot if you're curious and open. Teach him to work in a team where there is no room for searching who is to blame, and everyone works together for a common result. Talk to him as an equal. Choose leisure time together. Find a friend in your child and not someone you can push around. But here it's also important to keep a line. Do not allow him to evade household responsibilities that are predistributed among family members. Do not allow your no to be ignored. You are the authority in the family, and the child is a full member of it. Show your child what it means to emphasize and help the weak. This could be distributing food to the homeless, helping the elderly, or other community service. The main thing is to show that you perform it with dignity and love. The main factor that you are a good mother is when the child shares his experiences with you, when he knows how to love and empathize. Why is it important to allow a child to do what he wants? So that at 20 years old, after graduating from the university, he doesn't say, I don't know what to do with my life and I absolutely do not understand what I want to do now. It's important to always take into account the child's opinion, and especially if it concerns his life. Therefore, if mom dreams that he will become a doctor and a dad dreams that he will definitely be a football player, first check with the child whether he is even interested in a scalpel and a ball. Perhaps he will change one hobby after another, and you have to support him in this search. Many people believe that the task of a parent is to train stability, constancy, and teach everything to be completed. But that's not true. The child will still go in search of what interests him. He will just do it when he is finally free from you. Therefore, it's better to walk this path from him. It's better to walk this path with him. Believe me, when he finds something he likes, there will be no need to forcibly develop this consistency. And when you realize that he has finally found something that he really wants and likes, support and give him confidence that he can succeed in this field. If you're familiar with everything I'm talking about, then like this video. Well, if you have friends who are interested in this topic, send them a link to this video. And remember that you can schedule a consultation with me, and together we will resolve your requests in a warm and friendly atmosphere. I would like to thank in advance all those who like, comment, share my videos, subscribe to my channel. This is the electronic equivalent of gratitude in the internet world. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.